afternoon, straight in the camera. It's Bullock's Business Banter. Yes, how are you? You okay? It's Friday, so that's something. We've had a paint job. Now, this is quite amusing. First of all, I don't know if I'm sounding okay because there's no one else on yet. So please put in the comments if there's a hiss. You know that we've had lots of issues with hissing this week. That's hissing. Um, Literally for an hour, myself and Pete, Mr. Chef, sat down after the show on Wednesday and tried to recreate the hiss, and we couldn't find it. We went live on air. I think some people commented. We went on air for an hour and a half trying to set it up so there's some hissing sound. Couldn't find it. I've now got a set of headphones which I've linked directly to the digital output of the microphone. No hissing. So if there's hissing today, nothing to do with me. It's not my end. Okay? Right. Paint job. I'll talk about that in a minute. Let's do the headline, shall we? So the new COVID vaccine shows 89% efficiency in UK trials. The Novavax jab is the first to show in trials that it is effective against the UK variant of the virus. That's Novavax. That's the one to order. EU chiefs wants AstraZeneca jab contract published. Ursula von der Leyen, is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. I should always check these things. She follows a row after the firm's deal to supply its COVID jab to the EU. Some people could return to school. Some pupils, that is, could return. Not everybody. That would be weird. Some pupils could return to schools in Wales after half-term. Primary school children in Wales may start to return if COVID cases continue to fall, the First Minister says. Data shows COVID outbreaks in offices in lockdown under England's lockdown rules in force since January the 6th of January. People should work from home if they can. I'm not sure what that story is telling me. Data shows COVID outbreaks in offices in London. Okay, it doesn't give you actually any details, which is brilliant. So again, BBC News, get your act together. Vaccination volunteers to be given COVID jab. NHS volunteers will now be given a vaccine because they are considered front-line health workers. So there we go. And also a little bit of business news. Boohoo in talks to buy Dorothy Perkins and Wallace. Is it Wallace? I think it's Wallace, yeah. Which is part of the Deadlands group, which is excellent. Still me, just by myself. We are live, aren't we? So what else are we going to be talking about? Well, we've got the office studio painted. Now, it's a little bit sneaky because we have just... we've got the camera trained on the bit which is painted, basically, which is two walls. Well, we've been doing it since last night. We stripped everything out, and it's a mess. Oh, and I can't go outside to take it to the tip, so it's all sat in the back of the car at the moment. The rubbish. So, and also I'm feeling fine. I'm all feeling good, which is great. Nobody else here. Weird, absolutely weird. Nobody else here. Where is everybody? Mark said he was coming on. Grant's is busy, unfortunately, because he's showing around some offices in Redditch, which he's trying to sell. And Darren's not here. So it's just me. I'm my lonesome, which is great. So what should we talk about? I don't want to talk about TikTok yet because I wanted everybody else here. But I've suddenly become TikTok famous. Obviously, I've got a social media company, a digital marketing company, which helps people with their social media, don't you know? And so I've jumped on TikTok this week, and I've done some. And I might as well show them, man. Do you want to watch? Want to see them? Okay. No one's saying no. So let's add it to the stream. So there's two. One which was a couple of days ago, which has got 1,036 views. I've got 71 likes as well, actually, on my profile, which is very good. So if you need to, if you're on TikTok, it's Mat_Bullock. Simple as that. No jazzy names, no fancy pants names, nothing like that. But Mat_Bullock, that's me. Let's have a look at a TikTok, shall we? Here we go. We'll put you on full screen so you can see it. This is one which has got some live video in it, and and me as well. Let's have a look. Fix it. Click it again.
Skin the color of water. Close, electric, sticking up.
So that was me. Now that one got 1,036 views. I don't know why. And then the other one is my Mission Impossible, the worst spy in the world. Oh, sorry about that. There's obviously some swearing on that, which is weird. So I've entered the world of TikTok, which is great. So what else is going on? Let's have a look in the news. I hate it when noise comes. I don't know what to bounce off. Less exercise and more TV than the first lockdown. There you go. Here we go. 2/5 of people say they are doing less exercise in this lockdown than during the one in spring in 2020. About a fifth of people say they are watching more TV, streaming more films, and gaming more. Meanwhile, a third of respondents are working more, but volunteering and time spent on hobbies have decreased. Scientists suggest people have found this period tougher and are more focused on coping with their lives than actually doing anything healthy. Well, I think it's true, really, isn't it? It seems that this has been a harder one. It's because it's during the winter and the weather's awful. Well, we had the spring and it was like go outside, sit in the garden. Even if you're self-isolating, you can sit in your back garden. But when you're locked in the dark, all goes dark at 4 o'clock. So it's a bit depressing. So TV is a help. I think there's less exercise because the weather's rubbish. So people aren't going outside. Where in the hotter, warmer months, it was nice to go for a walk. Where now it's going to wrap up and. I'm just sorry. Darren's just texted me to say he's stuck on a phone call. So yeah, it is difficult. It is being harder, and also the TV's better, isn't it? When does the TV run out? Because obviously there are productions that have been happening in 2020. Because I watched unfortunately I've got to say a god awful film on Prime last night that was made during 2020, which was about COVID, called Songbird. It's okay. It's a 90-minute film, and it's set slightly in a couple of years in the future, and it's COVID 23. I don't want to depress anybody, but every time there's a vaccine comes out, a variant changes. They have to do a new vaccine, so everybody's still in lockdown. It's also airborne, and it just was making stupid mistakes during the film, which we sat there and watched, and we thought, okay, fair enough. If this is the quality that they've got to make during lockdown, this year's not going to be great, but we'll see. But there's loads of stuff. Netflix has got a new movie out every single week. I've talked about this before, and it's where they made them 2 years ago. I know it takes 2 years to make it, but stuff they can't make these full-blown movies during 2020 because we were in lockdown and production was difficult. So when does it run out? Do we just get through 2021 and start 2022 and have nothing to watch? I think that could happen. I think it really could. So it's at the moment TV is great, but I've sort of watched. I'm not an avid soap fan. I know they're having these glass plastic sheets between them in EastEnders. Is that how they're doing it? Because sometimes you can see it wobbling. I know a few people have mentioned it to me, but I haven't. I don't watch them, so I don't care. I really don't like soaps. But yeah, I'm just concerned that all the good stuff's going to run out. Wanda's obviously today. I've heard this is the episode. We've had 3 episodes of Wanda now, all a bit weird, but tonight's episode, well, it's today's episode, obviously. WandaVision is supposed to be the one. It's supposed to be amazing. So that'll be us tonight, after obviously the amazing house party that we got going on again this evening, which is here we go. Look, here he is.
Oh my God, that's a big hiss today, Matt. My life.
Is there?
That is a real hiss. That's really loud.
You're taking the pee now. I think
I'm
they're
not.
talking
I'm not.
amongst themselves.
I'm not. I'm not. That's really loud. That's like as loud as your vocal.
2 1. Nothing.
Really
This is plugged
hissy.
directly into the box.
Nah, I know, but that's the box. You need to try it on a stream. Plug them headphones into your phone and go onto the stream.
What phone have you got that you can plug headphones into?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, let me just.
Dear me.
Me and Pete sat down. I just said this at the top of the show. Me and Pete sat down. Oh, he's gone. Oh yeah.
No, I'm back. It's all right.
We sat down for an hour and a half. Oh, where are you?
In the pub.
You better not be.
You not got one of these in your conservatory.
No. No. Why are you in the conservatory?
My laptop's broken. I've had to send my laptop off, unfortunately. My MacBook, these things that never break.
What? How old is it?
2019, but it's a newish one. So
Yeah. Okay.
it was bought in 2019. So 2017 model, but bought in 2019. But
That's weird. It's on there.
it's like you're at the sea. Yeah, it's like you've moved here.
It's going to drive Pete insane. This is.
It's
Let me just turn this up now.
like you've moved here.
I'm just listening to what I'm saying here. Hang on a second.
Okay.
I'm just going to turn it off. Is that any louder?
Your vocal's louder, but the hiss is still there.
It's still there.
It's still there. But not. The hiss is not volume dependent. So you've turned your vocal up. The hiss hasn't changed volume at all.
Okay, well that's not the box then, is it? I don't know what it could be. It is the weirdest thing. We sat
it's
here
strange.
and we recreated the show after we'd finished, put all the links on, and the only thing we didn't have all you lot on. So
All right.
I don't know.
But your vocal definitely interrupts it. So when you speak, it drops when you speak and then comes back again.
That's got to be a StreamYard issue. That's got to be the software.
Possibly, I don't
Is
know.
it still there now?
But it can't be the software because when you switch to your MacBook mic,
it goes.
It's still there. It goes. Yeah, it goes. So it has to be whatever that microphone's plugged into, that digital converter, whatever you've got going on there.
No,
but
because I'm monitoring the output of that.
But it used to work.
It's never done it before. It's always, yeah. But when I do the radio show, it's fine.
It's a setting. It's a setting you've got somewhere in it, mate.
Oh, obviously, Darren. Thanks for that.
Oh dear me.
So let me just get rid of the. Let me get rid of that audio because I can't be having that. That's just ridiculous. So let's go to MacBook. There we go. That's gone now. I'll take it.
Oh, it's better. Oh yeah, it is painful actually. It's like white noise. It's very painful.
It's just insane. Because Pete said they're not all winding you up. You got what you got there now?
It's a mirror ball. You know where that mirror ball's from? We did a gig at the oh god, that's not the Irish Centre. What's it called? The where the shops used to be, custard factory.
Oh yeah.
And when I got home, well, I say I nicked it, not knowingly. I don't know who nicked it from there, but when we got back, my van, because I was driving, that was in the van. But it was hanging up at the custard factory many years ago. But it isn't anymore.
Well, obviously,
whether it was a gift, it might have been a gift. Who knows? But
keep it that way. The police won't come round.
Yeah, absolutely. I am going back to, probably 20 years, mate. So.
Oh yeah, I think you're safe now then.
Yeah.
So so this. Do you like the colour?
Oh.
Can you see that?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
on this rubbish phone. So.
I see. There you go. That's better. You're on full screen now. But yeah, it's we started it last night, but I've had to put the camera this direction because we've only painted these two walls.
I actually because there's light reflecting off it, I thought you got a green the background screen. I didn't realise it was actually your wall.
No, it's actually it's the same room, but it's and we've ended on these two walls and put nothing on them.
Very nice.
It's but the rest of it's got to be done yet. I started tidying up and she went, "Don't put everything back to normal." because I've still got to because I don't do painting. She did it. All the lines are really good. She did all the lines. Look at that. The lines at the top.
Yeah,
It's all
very
good.
nice indeed.
Well, an excellent job. So,
So
yeah,
I'll take it. We're not doing these today. Look at that as well.
No, didn't you see the message earlier?
I did. Yeah, I did. Sorry,
Which one? Which one is that? The Oculus or the PS4
No,
one?
this is the PS4 one, and I have to say, obviously we'll do it when Grant's back, but I have to
Yeah.
say, it did blow my mind. It really did. It was. If I'd say there's anything technology-wise that's really impressed me for a long time, it's that. It's sort of like, and vertigo and everything else. It's just incredible, absolutely incredible. The way forward.
Oh, yeah, we've got somebody else in now. Look,
Mr. Linton.
Here he is.
Seriously, I had a great conversation with a client of mine talking about social media, what we can do for him, and then I was like, I've got to go.
I've got to go on. I've got to get on the show.
I've got to stop him talking about hiss and stuff.
Oh, the dog's trying to get the dog's in now. Look. Oh.
Please tell me
What are you doing, boys?
Dogs now, like, what have you got going on in the background?
Oh, hang on a minute. Get him out. Hang on a minute.
Deal or no deal, mate?
Oh, mate, that's been my worst nightmare because I remember as a kid, as a young lad, a friend of mine was massively into this, and we used to just hang around because he was playing them all the time. But I was it strict enough not to put all my wages in there?
I have to say, it has been an absolute. I'm not a gambler. I come from a family of avid gamblers. My brother was an enjoyable gambler, yeah, and my dad and the horses and whatever else. But it's never been something that's really interested me. I've enjoyed playing these machines, but I have to say, after owning one, what we did is for Christmas we decided to bring the arcade to Finn, my lad. He loves arcades, as he couldn't get out to one, and he loves because he's autistic and likes all the lights. Decided to bring one to him, and
so where did you get it from?
You can get them all over the place, mate. But they're literally doubled in price because of COVID. But I managed to get that one for an absolute song. But the maintenance and the stuff behind them is just incredible. And I've become an expert in fruit machine
repair. You been tinkering? I've been tinkering.
But the one thing that I've realised is just how much chance there is in it's locked down massively, and you can adjust the percentage pay, and you can adjust things like if you put a 50p in or a pound in, then the percentage of getting onto the winning side goes up. So you can have 6% lift of winning if you put a pound in. So people say, "Oh, you got to invest, put more in," but you never win. I've won £80 today, but I'll tell you
what do you do with it?
Every penny of that back. Well, it's just addictive, because they're all different boards. It's very addictive trying to get your bank up and whatever else. So I can see how people really lose big money to it. But trust me, even having your own with all the percentages up, you do not win ever. You win, but it takes.
Oh, I know. Well, we used to have them in the bars, and
of course, yeah.
And we it was a deal that we did with this company, and it was a great deal. We never paid for the machines. We just split the profit at the machine, and I've got to say,
I mean,
there's a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've literally seen people fall out and have bust ups and fights over this one. Someone's been on it, gone to get some change because they're in that point where they know that a couple of more coins, and then someone's watched them, jumped on, put the coins in, and
and put it in his sword.
Yeah, so it's just hilarious.
I mean, I used to.
Sorry.
Go on. Sorry.
I used to watch. My mum used to be mad on them when she was alive. She used to absolutely love playing them, and she used to talk about them like she learned them. I'll be like, oh, whatever. Oh, actually, you're right, Mark. There is an element where you can see when it's going to try and pay out, and even when you press a button, if you press the left-hand hold button. This is a random show, by the way. It tells you, because it's got money. It tells you the last win. They tell you the last win and what the stake was. But there's all little things like that, and you can learn. Almost, it's like an algorithm. Almost, you can learn when it starts to behave slightly differently and when it's going to pay out. But you also know when it's not going to pay out as well. Yeah. So you do. The more you play them. So, but yeah,
one of the sites that we had. Yeah, one of the sites we had. It was it was the Dulwich Bar, and it was that used to I mean, it wasn't a particularly. It was busy and it was used a lot. But I've got to say, there must have been every 2 weeks it was emptied. The company had come out, and there was £600 profit in the machine over 2 weeks, which is scary for how much.
100% profit, they reckon. You can set the percentages, but it's 100% profit, and they make silly money.
Oh, they do. No, they definitely do.
So,
and they are very addictive.
And that's why the ones are more in your pubs at that time. Then, Matt.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's free, and then
Well, we used to have a jukebox and that box as well, and the gambler, and they both made very good money. Here you are, look, he's opening it up. He's got the bonnet up.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know what I've done. I haven't managed to. I don't know. I'm not really good.
I think you're gonna wee in it then. What are you doing?
But yeah, it's.
Jesus, I wouldn't even know where to start that.
There's a few wires.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start. Yeah,
it's just all lighting. That's all lighting, that isn't it? Just all lighting.
It is, yeah, but it's all multiplex. It's already weird. I had one bulb or a group of bulbs go down. Almo's just fell down. Bless him, he's drunk. I had a group of bulbs go down. It took me forever to find out what it was, But yeah, but it does. The one thing just reaffirms is that you just don't win. The only way to win out these machines is to take little and often. That's it. If you chase a big win, you'll lose all your money. But if you take 3 or 4 quid at a time, you'll walk away with something. But yeah, interesting. Gambling, it's not good.
So obviously you've all seen my TikToks this week, hopefully.
Oh, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I've watched a fair few TikToks, but I have to say that's up there, man.
So I can't believe how many views, and I mean I only started this Wednesday, and I've been told by my children that they're very annoyed because I've got 71 likes, which is quite difficult the likes to get, and the big guys who are making money they're over like 10,000 likes. But let's I'll put one on because Mark, have you seen these now? No, okay, all right.
Well, I haven't really working yet.
Do you know what TikTok is, Mark? Just
no.
Right. Hopefully the audio. Now I've messed about with the audio. The audio will work on this. So this is basically it's just short run comedy videos, but there's also other videos, dancing videos, and half naked videos that get banned.
Oh, you haven't, have you, Matt?
Can you hear that? So I'll let it run again, Mark, so you can see.
You got to read it.
You got to read it. And then I've got the new one I just did. Is this one?
I didn't see this one.
Crap spy poisoning. Because he's test the water. I like that bit. That's my favourite bit.
Oh,
do it again.
Have you got too much time on your hands? Because
to be honest, to get both of them right. Well, the one where I'm looking into the camera is the easy one, but that last one, the Mission Impossible one, that took ages to nail to get the timing right. But
to be honest, it's so addictive, isn't it? The trouble is, TikTok, it is trash. There is a lot of just watching strange stuff, but it's so addictive. You do waste a lot of time.
Oh, these are cool. These transitions. Watch this when it goes fast.
A whole lot of chops on your ass. Whole lot of chops on your ass.
So clever. So
my daughter does all these. Yeah, I can hear it very loud.
I was going to say, I, as you know, I'm too old for this, but that was good. That was good. Matt,
I'd like to buy an owl. We don't sell owls.
There's a lot of weird stuff. It's 3 old blokes reacted to TikTok videos. This is a new segment.
Bitch, I'm a ghost. I could go on for days and days, yeah, I do the most. Wait, whoa.
I don't want to do that one. I can't do any dancing ones. Let me just find the one, which is
Down south, hood boy, bang on the girls on side.
Go stupid. You smart like an A+ student.
There's this one.
The ones you want to
girl-
watch is the superstar, you know, like Anton Deck and Anne Marie.
Oh, no. Yeah, watch this.
They do some good ones.
So clever. Used to be able to do that, didn't you, Darren? That's just insane. One more. There
My
we
daughter
go.
does all these, and like you say, the editing and the creativity. She shows me some, and she does it so quickly.
Yeah.
And the editing is just like that. All them sort of really, really clever stuff that we would have spent years on a laptop trying to recreate and never getting anywhere near. And she does it in seconds on a mobile. And you see that camera shake one. They
Yeah.
even she's even tuned into the fact that a Samsung phone doesn't shake when you hit it like her iPhone does. And the camera reacts differently, and they're so good at and correct. It is a complete waste of time, but the creativity that comes with it, there is an element of it that I think is impressive.
You say a waste of time, others say creativity. Yeah, I think there is
Yeah.
a balance somewhere, isn't there? Where, like all these things, this is going to become the next YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, it's bigger. It's much bigger.
yeah.
Bigger than
Yeah,
YouTube now. I mean, I was
huge.
told that the money that I don't know if it was her, that last one then, but there's one who just started one of the dances off. $25 million she's made out of it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
in
mental.
2 months. It's just
Yeah.
insane. It's just mad. But a lot of the effects, there's a system called Splice, which is one of the apps that does all those effects. But that's tracking, the face tracking when they're going up and down. That's Adobe. It's one of the Adobe effects units, which actually cost a lot of money, to be honest. But if you're making that much money, you can afford to buy that software. That's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do
No,
you
it's
think
really clever.
media companies are going to be working more towards this kind of technology?
Oh yeah,
There's-
definitely.
there's
That's
that-
the target audience.
Yeah, I mean the advertising is just starting to come on board now, and we're just about to start as Social Command as such to do TikTok advertising for people, but they're just short form videos really. So it's just you've got to make sure you've got the correct demographic that you're aiming to. Even though TikTok is becoming a lot of old people going on there, and all the kids are getting very annoyed.
Because I know that one of our contacts has said to us ages ago, as a business, you need to be on TikTok, and I thought, gee whiz, I'm trying to catch up with LinkedIn, let alone TikTok.
Well, you know my thoughts on LinkedIn. I don't want to go down there.
But you know, I get some good business on LinkedIn, but Facebook as well, type thing.
I don't know if it's me then with LinkedIn, because it's obviously we post and look after LinkedIn for people, but my personal LinkedIn, I've never generated any money from that. No orders, nothing, because of the amount of trash that I get sent of people who want to connect, and then they got the auto bots that send you, you connect, and then the auto bot sends you an email to say, "Oh, thanks for connecting. Yeah, let's get together and talk about that." No, go away.
It was interesting because on LinkedIn I posted something like, I don't use Autobots. I painstakingly send messages to people to invite them into the network, and this guy responded to me, 7:55 or something. I'm getting my kids ready for school then, And by 10 o'clock, by the time I got back onto, just had a look before the meeting, like, he'd hurled this herd of abuse at me, how that I'd using robots, these people selling to you. It was an invite to an event. That was simply that. If you don't want it, then no thanks, it's all right for me. But
that's all right.
What he didn't realise is the amount of connections I got, the people in the network were slamming him and saying, actually, mate, he doesn't use Autobots. It was him personally inviting you. If you can't see past that, you're the idiot, not him. Because he did a video of me and all sorts, just edited that, all that effort just because I didn't respond to him immediately. And I just think that's your problem, isn't it, with social media? Automations are great. We know that AI and all the rest of it, but you still have to have a bit of personality behind it.
Yeah, definitely.
No, you've got to. The Autobots are the invites that just annoy me. They're just you go to your box and then you're just full of people saying, "Oh, I want to connect, I want to connect, I want to connect," and then click on it, and instantly, as soon as you click on it, seconds later you get another message come through, and you think, "Well, you're a bot." I mean, I used to do bots 2 years ago for people, so it's moved on from them people. Say again, mate. When I bought it over from the States, it was Ninja. Was it Turbo LinkedIn? It was called. I marketed it at, and it was a great bot then because not everybody was using it. But now every single person uses the LinkedIn bot, and it's just I'll probably look at LinkedIn once a week.
Yeah, I look at it on a daily basis. If someone's messaged me and selling to me, I will simply go out and say, "Great, yeah, come on the event, free ticket, come on a look, and we'll have a conversation there." But don't ask me to start recommending your business before I even got to know you.
No, that's right. And also, they won't let us transmit on there either.
Oh, that's why you don't like it.
Well, it was before that, I've tried to connect with them. I mean, considering this is a business show and we've got 12 months of content to look at, and they don't allow it. So jog on, LinkedIn, you idiots. There you go.
I love that.
So for me, I don't get LinkedIn. I thought my only view of LinkedIn, and it is horses for courses, isn't it? I think the reality is it's what you're using it for and your demographic, and it's great that you're getting something out of it, Mark. But I always saw LinkedIn, and this is my lack of experience and knowledge of it, as a brush up your CV, quickly go flash to somebody because I'm looking for a job tool.
There is a lot of that,
looking for a job, then just park it.
That was what it originally was for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and a lot of recruitment agencies use it for that as well.
Yeah. And then there's LinkedIn Learning as well, isn't there, which BT are big on at the moment. So we have LinkedIn Learning, but I haven't really looked at it much.
I mean, this week, it's. I think Facebook's coming back into its own again. It's. I've had 4 orders off Facebook this week for messaging. So it's and that's, and I suppose when you're selling to people who like the public, then Facebook is going to be more there. If you're business to business, LinkedIn is more that. But as I always said, and Mark will stand by this, I've always said, yes, you may have LinkedIn, but all those managers and CEOs have also got Facebook as well. They've all got it.
Yeah, and you see that more their personality on Facebook.
That's right. It's all very. We say Facebook's fake, but really, LinkedIn is the fake. That's the one.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm sort of slagging everybody off on that.
Can I just raise something before we all go? There's just on that sort of on that subject on social media. There's something called Omegle. Never heard of it before, and it's a one-to-one network thing. So if you're sitting at home lonely, it's an app you have on your phone. It just randomly video calls somebody in the world. It could be in India, it could be in Canada, and it's really big now. It's getting really big, and people just sit there and say, "I need help with my assignment," or "I just want to chat to somebody." But there's this chat cord now. Whether you're into rapping or whether you're not into rapping, it doesn't matter. This guy called Harry Mack. Going? Look up Harry Mack. Well, it's going 2 ways. Look up Harry Mack. This guy is autistic, and the fact is he can rap about anything, but in a meaningful sense. Don't just listen to the words that people throw out to him. Listen to how he puts them into context. Look up like Harry Mack in a line. But basically, he goes on this Omegle thing. And so he has one-to-ones, and he says, "Throw me 3 words, and I'll do a rap for you." And it is absolutely incredible what you can do. The guy's just beyond belief. But
he's got a beard. Has he got a beard?
Yeah, going back slightly to business and Birmingham. I watched him last night, and there's this guy on Omegle, and this guy's from Birmingham. Harry Mack's from California. So there's this guy from Birmingham, and he said, I've got something you can rap about. It's brilliant. I'm an inventor. I'm a mad inventor. Let me go and find it, and I'll bring it back. Anyway, this guy comes back from Birmingham with this sex toy. And honestly, it's the most random thing you've ever seen in your life, as you'd expect. And he gives him this to rap about. And he said, I was actually looking for somebody to rap because I'm relaunching it. And this guy doesn't look like a rapper or anything like else. He looks older than us. That old. But nevertheless, it's a product that he's trying to take to market, and the rap this guy come out with, he'll be using that. It was just immense, absolutely immense. But it's so funny that going from marketing, this guy's straight away got something he could never have paid for as a marketing tool, this rap for his product, and if he doesn't use it, he's a nutter. But yeah, just typical from Birmingham, and it's the sex toy.
Because sex toy just gets out. That's a bit weird. So that is about it for the end of the show then today. Now, Darren sat down in his lovely conservatory with a nice plant behind him. What a beautiful
massive yucca. It's growing by the minute, that yucca. Yeah.
Yucca. That's you're so upmarket now. You are.
I know. Yeah.
Conservatories. Not like me and Mark. We ain't got conservatories.
No. Not
no. So what are we doing for the weekend then, people? Darren?
Weekend? What am I doing the weekend? Same. It's the same day as every other day, isn't it, really?
Snow. We've got snow tomorrow.
Have you? No snow here, mate. Sunny here.
No,
surf. I'll tell you what I'm doing for the weekend. 20-foot surf. Massive surf here at the weekend. So on my walk, I'm going to go and watch some nutters in that sea try and surf because it's absolutely immense.
See, look at that. Right. See that? Look. Saturday, 100% snow.
Oh, you lucky
have you got snow down there, Mark? You've got it on your calendar?
Gloucester. It's coming to Gloucester.
So it's all Midlands.
I'll get my bike ride done this afternoon before sorting everything out.
Well, I'm jumping on the exercise bike after this.
Good man.
Yep. So we've got an exercise bike in the bedroom. Not using it as a clothes horse. So it's
it will be eventually, but yeah. And they're very good at clothes horses.
So for me, obviously tonight is I've got to say this moustache is really tickling my nose now. I'm trying to grow it as long as you're down, but it's getting really annoying. How do you stop that?
It's got to go longer so it comes down a bit. You know what I mean? So you got to get the top hairs to go the full length. Yeah.
Absolutely, really annoying. That's
this
why
has been the most random show ever.
People think I've got a drug problem in the screen. Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I'm the same. Yeah.
That's right.
Say that if we just put the agenda on for the show, so it started off with hitting, then pub gambling machines, and then we've watched a load of TikTok videos, talked a little bit about business platforms, onto sex toys and moustaches,
and cocaine at the end, just to top it
absolutely.
I'm so glad I joined in.
Just random fire, isn't it? So we're doing. If anybody was tuning in to watch the VR talk, which we'll be doing that next Wednesday, we're doing VR next Wednesday. So everybody get your VR goggles out. We're not going to do anything with them, but we can show them off. That's the main thing. Yeah. And also we got a video. The Grant shared a video of a Star Wars game on the Oculus, which just looks awesome. I don't know what it is. It's just great. They were showing the image the guy was using, and he's got lightsabers. Oh, my God. So that's going to have to be a future purchase. But tonight, obviously, the house party is here.
Yes.
We were so successful last week with the Guilty Pleasures show. We're doing it again tonight, because we just had tons of people requesting some really weird stuff. So tonight, house party, Guilty Pleasures, 7:00, Flashback Radio, or where you're watching now. That's the way it is. Okay, people, thank you very much.
Have a good weekend.
It's been a pleasure. Have a great weekend, and we'll see everybody on Monday. See you, everybody.
Bye.